At the beginning, everything was going normally and slowly climbing. I started to get some orders, and then I had my best week and got hacked and malware straight after. It took me a while to get all the folders off and onto new hosting, so the site was down for a couple of weeks. All right, let me get that off. All right, so it got hacked, tried to fix it. The site was offline for a bit. This was in June, July, the hack. Since then, nothing, only one order. Problems with the indexing, 5,000 products, and it goes between 3,000 and 1,500 pages indexed without changing anything. 1,000 thousands of URLs created with malware for 10 of those pages, and I'm hoping this will come back to life because I put a lot of work into it, and I hope it recovers. So let's go ahead and take a look.
I just dealt with a hack actually, and it took a couple days to clean everything up. But, especially if you've got one of these really nasty hacks where somebody had a backdoor and was just uploading all sorts of stuff and taking down the site, etc. Um, you know, Sometimes it's just best to go find a professional and pay the extra money
Yeah.
to go make sure that somebody who knows exactly what they're looking for goes and eradicates all that within a couple of days. Because otherwise, you might not even notice. And like you said, I just checked your what's indexed to in Google, and you've got 1450 pages. I don't know how many of those are, legit and how many are not, but yeah, you might want to consider finding somebody. Even on Fiverr, you can find people that are pretty good quality, Upwork, stuff like that.
For sure. If it was me, if I got hacked, I would definitely be going to a professional because I'm
Yeah,
not an expert on this stuff, and I'd want it to be fixed as good as
dude.
possible, as quick as
So
possible.
yeah, the site I was working on, they were taking it down every 2 to 3 days. They would do the white screen of death, and then upload a bunch of garbage, Chinese posts, etc. Um, Even after I had somebody clean it up, it's like in the back of your mind, you're like, well, do they still have access or not? Just go pay somebody. Get that
Yeah,
peace of mind because it sucks when somebody's got a hold of your website.
for sure. And we're you can probably tell by now we're not experts on this kind of thing. But yeah. And so, also looking at things, I mean, the website's got like 32 referring
Yeah,
domains
you're
and,
just getting
never went
started.
above like 50 traffic. So, worst case scenario, and you don't want to pay the clean, guy to actually do this stuff for you, you could, start on a new domain, move your content over, redirect, 301 redirect this guy over there. Um,
Yeah, quite honestly, I mean, like, so what's your opinion on this, Chris? I thought this was going to be a website about like finance. And then I go to it and I'm like, oh, it's home niche. If you're maybe thinking about it, I feel like since you don't have much going on as far as backlinking goes,
yeah,
it's like go buy an age domain that's home related and then transfer all this content over there.
yeah, or just
Inject
like,
that into the URL.
yeah, or even just start fresh with something with, yeah, that's some kind of keyword related. Like it looks like you probably bought this as an expired domain or something.
Yeah, but then there's like
I'm
not much
guessing.
behind it. So I'm like, what?
I know. I'm just.
Yeah,
I don't. Basically, his domain is related to guns, but his entire
yeah, it
website
could be
is
that too.
about home,
Hmm.
like showers and stuff. So it's a nice looking little website.
Yeah, it's ecom. So yeah, you stand to make some money off this.
Content looks thin,
It's
but
thin, but at the same time, it's like, one of these big ecom product sites.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I would probably buy an H domain, transfer all this over, and then if you want to 301 this domain over, your anchor text profile looks okay, etc., I would just go ahead and do that, and then kind of restart from there.
I'd want to do that too. I'd want to restart on an age domain or even a fresh domain in
Yeah.
301 redirect, and then you could even reload 301 like another site. But anyway, yeah, or you could actually probably what I'd want to do is start on an age domain, somehow related to home, which shouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
that hard to find.
Sure, we've
And
got
then
some.
yeah, definitely check out our domains. We just update our inventory, thousands of new domains. And then I would, 301 redirect this old site over to this site, and yeah, go from there. And just start with a nice like keyword kind of related domain, not like an EMD or something, but just a nice keyword related kind of brandable domain. Um,
And again,
and
make
yeah,
sure you get that hack 100% cleared out. Again, probably worth hiring somebody before you transfer over as well.
yeah. And then on top of that, I would look up beefing up your content a bit. Your content looks pretty thin on like your product pages, category pages, stuff like that. Let's head over to the blog real quick. I like the website itself though. The
That's
website
nice.
itself is a nice, clean website.
Yeah, I would buy off this
Um,
website. I feel like I
I
trust
would
it,
I would
you
too,
know?
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Actually, the feel of it's just really nice. Wonder how much of these images are what they're using to get these images.
Looks like I don't see any interlinking here from this blog post at least.
I saw some interlink on the one I was at. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, could be more interlinking for sure. And I mean, definitely has a bunch of like tables and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
tables and images. The content still feels kind of thin though. It's like each section is like a one sentence.
Yeah.
Um, but it might not be the end of the day. It just depends on like total content length and stuff, like what your competitors are doing, stuff like that. So you might be in line. Looks like its on-page SEO is pretty okay too. You actually got like keywords up in the URL and this title. Your title, you could really squeeze a lot more into the title that I'm looking at. Your title's basically got 3 words,
Yeah.
and there's nothing else after that. Just a 3-word title tag. Um, so yeah, you probably want to squeeze some more juice out of that. Let's see what his H tags look like on the page real quick. Yeah, it looks like he's actually breaking up the pages with a ton of H tags. Mega FAQ at the bottom as well. Anyway, it looks like might be a little kind of funny stuff going on with the H tags. So you might want to see what's going on with that and clean them up a little bit. But definitely looks pretty okay. I guess we can go ahead and look at the backlink profile as well, see if there's anything even really worth saving there.
Yeah, so anchors wise, you look like you might be
Uh,
going towards getting a little too aggressive with exact
but it's
match
not.
anchors.
It's
It's
like
just a
exact match,
warning.
but it's not. It's exact match, but it's also not even like things you'd want to actually use as an anchor.
Yeah,
Like the anchor is like microwave. Like
yeah.
you're not gonna try to rank for microwave. Um, you know, you're probably maybe you try to rank for like best microwave or best microwave for or something, but these are like super generic, like kind of definitely looks manipulative, but kind of like not how you'd want to actually do it. Um, we look at the backlinks themselves real quick.
Some look all right, actually. I was gonna say it didn't look good, but some pretty niche relevant.
We'll do the low bar, DR10 and above, more than 250 traffic. It's got about 15 out of his 30 links, hit that low bar there. Um, it looks like a bunch of Fiverr guest posts. You can see they all have the same kind of like title thing going on. I recognize some of these sites in here. So yeah, probably some low quality guest posting type stuff going on here. It's not the worst thing in the world. We don't think that this kind of stuff is too horrible, but you want to move past it. So like you got some of it, move past it. Now focus on actual like quality stuff that's not like on Fiverr or these like public lists or whatever that just get completely spammed out.
And one
Um,
of the main things I'd advise right now is, again, going back to those anchors. It looks like you're getting pretty aggressive with these better links just to enter pages with exact match anchors. Let's, maybe take it back a little bit. Don't forget to beef up your homepage with natural, generic, and branded naked URL kind of anchors as well.
Yes, sir. Anything else out on this one, Nick?
One thing, a lot of times when we get started, especially, with WordPress, we've got kind of a recipe for the types of plugins we're, getting ready to use on this site, etc. In aspects to protecting your site, there's two things that I like to do right out of the gate. One is put a security plugin on your site. And you don't have to make it like, you can go in and edit how beefy you want everything, but even just using limiting login attempts on WP admin or hiding the WP admin page can help you tremendously. And then another thing I like to do is I like to put my site on a content delivery network. I usually use Cloudflare. But that's going to help insulate you from DDoS attacks and things like that as well. So, don't forget to beef up security. It's just one more thing that you can do right out of the gate that's going to give you peace of mind.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.